If you have any questions about it, let us know. If you are concerned that somebody's violating it, let us know. Otherwise, everybody be good, respectful, and have fun. Let's see. Here's some stuff about bar stuff. Basically, to summarize this, don't drink too much. We've told the bar staff that they can cut you off, and they should cut you off. And just in case you have too much fun tonight, we've got you covered. We have Ubers. We created a special link for this. So instead of a fancy, super crazy Uber link every time, now you just have this one. But we do offer Uber vouchers now for everybody to SecDSM and home from SecDSM or home from Star Bar if you go to Star Bar after. And they are good until the next morning as well. So for example, you drove here, you want to leave your car, you need to pick it up in the morning, you can Uber that, SecDSM will pay for it. Please do that rather than making poor decisions. Who are the board members? I'm in the middle there, I'm Craig. Colin is, I don't know, around here somewhere. And I think Brandon is doing like baseball stuff, but I think he's going to be here around 7. You can contact us by email or Discord or like just talk to me, I don't know, things like that. But really you should talk to Brandon because I don't like confrontation. So if you're like complaining about something, Brandon or Colin are better choices. Thank you to our volunteers. We have James over here giggling at me. He's going to do the 101. We've got Jared and Matthew who are making sure that you can hear me tonight. And then Jake does a lot of our CTF stuff. Ways you can help. Speakers is the #1 way you can help because otherwise we have to like come up with creative things that may or may not go over well. So volunteer to do a talk. It doesn't have to be like super awesome. It can be mediocre. That's totally fine. But if you have any ideas, questions, want help writing a talk, there's a lot of people who have a lot of experience with that and can help you with that. Other things, we need CTFs. So those don't make themselves, and they are a pain in the ass. I'm not going to make one. So if we don't have a CTF some month, just think to yourself, you could have done that, and you didn't. Otherwise, we need volunteers, stuff like that. Shout out to our friends. So these are major sponsors who have contributed above and beyond to help us have this wonderful venue space, so thank you to them. For this meeting, food is provided by Casey's, drinks, and our sponsor are from Ahead. There he is, wave, hey! So he is doing drink tokens, or drink tickets, I don't know how you want to call them. Yeah, so if you need a beverage, go say hi, get to know him. Maybe buy some fun services to help your company do things the right way. All right, I threw this in here last minute. I don't know all the details on it because it was last minute, but I did get a sample of this, this whiskey, and it's really, really yummy. So all of you can be invited to this release party. We'll probably throw something in Discord too so you have it. But this is a release of a limited edition whiskey that they did a partnership with Boulevard. It's pretty tasty. It's first come, first serve. They sell out pretty quickly. So if you're interested in this, join them on September 29th for their release party, and you may be able to go home with a bottle of it. Financial transparency, everything's on Open Collective. You can go read it out there. I believe Brandon balanced the books the other day, so it should all be accurate. Mini CTF, that's what everybody's really waiting for, right? So if you're in Discord, you already saw this. If not, you can start it now. I'm going to leave this up there for a couple minutes. To my knowledge, I've not heard anything about winners. One winner? One winner so far. Can you have multiple winners? All right, there can be multiple winners of the wonderful prize of nothing. But in all seriousness, CTFs are really cool and really fun, and I always feel like I'm not good enough to do them, so I don't. But everybody should actually do them, because when I do them, I have a lot of fun. What? Oh, and so that guy has hints, if you need hints. If you're on the live stream, you'll just have to ask in Discord, because you don't know who I pointed at. All right, upcoming events. So the next one is actually a SecKC meeting. They have a good venue lined up. I believe Arden may or may not be offering to carpool people down there. I still need to look at my calendar and maybe get out of some things. But if you are interested, I think we have a carpool going down there. It's always a really great time. It's not that long of a drive, but we do kind of get back a little late depending on things. But really cool, really fun. And those guys come up here and support us quite a bit, so we try to go down there and support them too. Otherwise, FutureCon is the only other one I'll highlight on here. Some people are aware of this. They kind of come through every year or so. They are, again, offering free memberships to the conference to anybody who wants it if you use promo code SecDSM. Discord, there it is. Everybody should be on there, blah, blah, blah. Don't use Slack. Slack's gone. Use Discord. And I forgot to put in a transition slide again. So now we're going to do the news with James Beal.
Hey, everybody. Everybody awake? Ready for the stupidity of the internet for August? All right. In fun news, if you were able to score a Flipper 0, one of the newly released by this Techcryptic person and published a YouTube video on it is a new technique where you can use Apple's Bluetooth Low Energy setup. They use this advertising packet thing they call ADV packets, where Apple uses to exchange airdrop data, connect your Apple Watch, Apple TV, that type of thing. The Flipper 0 can actually spoof these, and so you can spam people with Bluetooth Low Energy protocol alerts on their device. So if you want to wreck your boss's day and you actually scored one of these. Anybody looked? Are they available or are they sold out again? Anybody know? Last I knew, they were sold out and sold a whole bunch of them when they put them up for sale like a month or two ago. Next up, this is a fun one. So Microsoft released some research about hackers stealing a signing key from a crash dump. It's the Storm 0558 groups. This is the new naming convention that Microsoft used because CrowdStrike's naming convention and all the other company naming conventions weren't good enough. So now we have 18 more new names of attack groups. But these Chinese hacker groups actually broke into Microsoft, stole a key. That was announced, if I'm not mistaken, a month or two ago, and this is now Microsoft's full breakdown. Jake Williams actually tweeted out about this and made a good comment that while it's fun to dump on Microsoft, and I will fully admit I do it all the time, this is great for information exchange and sharing with the community. So if you're interested in this at all, if you do threat intel stuff at all, that type of thing, I would definitely go out and check this report out and all the detail that Microsoft released. They also renamed their threat intel Twitter/X or whatever Elon's calling it before he completely destroys it tool, and they do a whole bunch of updates on there. So if you're not following Microsoft on X Twitter, I would. Next up, the US and the UK actually sanctioned 11 TrickBot and Conti members. So Conti and TrickBot were huge. They actually fell apart this year, and the operations fell apart, and they're actually broken up in a whole bunch of groups. But the research that was done from the US government and from the UK government turned around and pulled enough data to actually do this, to pull sanctions. If you're not aware, there's not a lot we can do for people that refuse to leave their non-extradition treaty countries. So sanctions by the DoD and the US Department of Treasury is about the only way we can hit these guys. And then this one just came out in the last day or two, the wall phishing kit. So Microsoft 365, which is already a wonderful target because everybody's using it, was actually targeted by this new phishing as a service kit, and there's a whole bunch of detail about that. So again, if you run phishing campaigns, you do threat intel, you're working in a SOC, that type of thing, I would definitely pull up this info and take a look at this today and all the research on it that's come out. A big thing to call out is if you look at, this is from Bleeping Computer, if you look at their article, they've got a lot of the panels, including this wall panel that they sell the tool with. You will be amazed and surprised how well developed these things are. They look like commercial pieces of software that anybody can use. And for the prices that are out there, you can understand why phishing and business email compromise continues to win with ransomware as the bad things. And then 3 quick hits. Asus routers got tagged again with a 9.8 CVSS. If you have one of these 3 devices, they are popular high-end consumer model routers, so I would go out and take a look and make sure you patch them because this is real bad remote code execution. In the middle, we have a wonderful story about Paw Patrol, and they printed URLs on the back of their snack packages, and someone browsed out to one and realized someone had replaced that URL with pornography. So they are issuing refunds to anyone. So you may want to go buy a couple boxes of Paw Patrol snacks and see if you can have one, because it might be a hacker collectible in the next couple of years. Or, if you've never seen porn, because we all work on the internet, so I'm sure you've never seen porn on the internet. Whitehouse.org, what? And then the final story, Lazarus hackers actually dropped some VMware PyPI packages. So I put this in here because this has been happening a hell of a lot the last year or so. A whole bunch of open source packages have gotten compromised by a whole bunch of different hackers. Lazarus, obviously, Reversing Labs attributes this to Labyrinth Kolima. Lazarus, if you don't know, is a North Korea attack group. They do a lot of cryptocurrency attacks, but in this case, they're turning around and attacking VMware and VMware systems. It's more of a warning of, if you run open source software, you need to talk to your developers about what's in the packages. Do not go to GitHub and download code and then just run it in your environment without reading it. But it's from GitHub, and it's free. It's awesome. The code runs great. It's just, Paw Patrol porn in it. That is the news, real quick. We also like to do a open for job postings. So if you have a job posting, you're a hiring manager, you want to come up and let us know who you are, where you work for, and what the job is. Or we've only had 1 or 2 people ever take me up on this. But if you're looking for a job and you want to come up here and throw yourself on the mercy of the court, you're welcome to come up and tell us who you are and what you're looking for. Anybody? There's always somebody. There's no way in information security nobody's hiring right now. Wow, principal's got a job opening? No one saw that coming.
So I just wanted to call out if there's any college students here. We have our internships open for next summer out on our careers page, so check those out.
Wonderful. And you are?
Principal Financial. Stacy Baker, Principal Financial Group.
No one knew that. Anybody else? Maybe? All right. He's coming from the back.
Hi, I'm Austin Sauls. I just got a job, so I'm not looking anymore. But my team is still hiring. I'm out at Meta at the data center over in Altoona. So if you're interested in joining us over there, reach out to me and I can give you some info.
Are these hardware data center roles, or are they more security related? What kind of positions are they?
They're kind of Linux engineer, kind of hardware troubleshooting roles.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Anybody else? Otherwise, you got to listen to me talk for another 30 seconds. All right. Agenda for next month, right around 6:30. As long as Jared can convince the facility to actually get things working properly, we'll do the 101. Then you guys are stuck talking to me, and then we actually have a talk scheduled for next month. So, personal recommendation: the honey whiskey's tasty. Enjoy.